Bengal, where Republic has now accessed BJP's Bengal poll strategy. According to sources, BJP is set to field all their top faces, right from Suvendu Adhikari to Dilip Ghosh to Mukul Roy, who will be contesting. Meanwhile, a big face from the BJP camp will also be contesting from the Diamond Harbour seat. For more on this, let's go across to my colleague Aishwarya Kapoor joining us over the phone line. Aishwarya, over to you. This is certainly a massive and a big update coming in after we saw as to how there was brainstorming that occurred last evening in the CEC meeting.
Well, absolutely, Richard. Diamond Harbour is a Lok Sabha constituency. There are at least 3 to 4 seats which come under that Lok Sabha constituency for the upcoming Vidhan Sabha polls. Keeping that in mind, so in all of those 3-4 seats which come under the Lok Sabha constituency of Diamond Harbour, and then there are at least half a dozen other seats. One is in Nandigram, and then so on and so forth, from where the name of Suvendu is already coming up. But BJP in last night's CEC has made one thing apparently very clear to all the top state leaders, that they all would have to contest from those seats which really make a difference. They would have to give every TMC top leader a run for their money. So no top TMC leader, including Mamata Banerjee, and then the so on and so forth, will be given an easy pass on any seat. Whether it is Mukul Roy, whether it is Dilip Ghosh, whether it is Suvendu, whether it is the other top leaders, and even for a point that one MP has himself offered to contest election from the other constituency from where the incumbent chief minister will be contesting election. So that is a call which the BJP will still take. But as far as the state leaders are concerned, one thing has been made clear, that everyone would have to contest, and not from easy seats, from seats which matter. BJP understands that they are going to give TMC a fight. They are going to go into a 3-digit number, but that does not mean that the top leaders who can really make a dent will get an easy pass. They have to contest the big faces, the fight which will really make a difference for BJP, and hence not only against Mamata Banerjee but against the top 10-12 leaders, and also from the Diamond Harbour Lok Sabha constituency, because from there it is Abhishek Banerjee who is the member of parliament, and then in turn from Diamond Harbour seat there are at least 3 constituencies of the Vidhan Sabha. From all those 3 seats they're going to have good candidates, big names coming up and then contesting against the TMC leaders there.
In fact, Aishwarya, this is certainly a high-stake battle for both the TMC and the BJP ahead of the assembly elections in West Bengal. And since yesterday we were speaking about, and there were talks about a direct fight between Mamata Banerjee and her former protege, that is Suvendu Adhikari. Help us understand that particular seat and how important will that be as well?
Because as far as Suvendu is concerned, Suvendu has just joined the BJP's fold. Suvendu understands that how Didi works. Suvendu knows that what are the strong points and then what are the minuses as well. So the pros and cons are both known to Suvendu. Suvendu is a man who has moved who has shifted a lot of cadre of TMC onto the BJP's fold, and hence if there is anyone in the BJP state hold who can give Mamata Banerjee a fight, it is Suvendu. BJP, yes, it is not going to be an easy fight. Let there be no doubt about it, because Mamata's popularity, Mamata's charisma still at the state level is there. BJP has not been able to make a dent on that. Yes, on the issue of corruption, on the issue of cut money, on the issue of development, BJP is taking it on. But as far as the popularity of Mamata Banerjee is concerned, Suvendu will have it tough. And that's why BJP would have to put a lot of pressure on Suvendu, and then top leaders from the centre, whether it's the Prime Minister or the Home Minister, would have to go to the constituencies, these very specific constituencies, and hold these massive rallies to garner people against Mamata Banerjee. Because as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, BJP's only minus till now has been an absence of a local state leader who can take on the charisma of Mamata Banerjee. Yes, popularity of Prime Minister is undoubtedly unmatchable, but then you have the Home Minister, you have the BJP National President going down and doing these multiple rallies in a week. But as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, the state feel, the local feel, and as far as their counter is concerned, that if the Prime Minister comes thrice a week, I will come thrice in a day. So that is a counter to which BJP has not been able to give a face to, and hence they have made it clear to all of their top leaders of the state that you have to go out and contest from these very sensitive seats, from these very important and high voltage seats.
In fact, Aishwarya, apart from the fact that we have accessed the details of how BJP is set to field all their top faces, right from Suvendu Adhikari to Dilip Ghosh to Mukul Roy, who will be contesting, and these are all big seats we are talking about. And as you pointed out, the only disadvantage that the BJP might have is that a local face that they might still be finding for. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for getting us that latest update. We'll also go across to my colleague Piyush, who has been tracking all the latest as far as the CEC meeting is concerned. Piyush, help us understand what exactly happened. The meeting went on till late last night. The Prime Minister himself was present there, and we are getting in more inside scoop as far as the West Bengal seats are concerned, where we are expecting all the top faces, right from Suvendu Adhikari, Dilip Ghosh and Mukul Roy, who will be contesting on them.
Well, absolutely, Richa. Beg your pardon. Absolutely, Richa. A big exclusive scoop we are getting right now. And, according to this scoop, what we are getting is that the top BJP leaders are going to contest from, high-stake seats, be it Diamond Harbour or Nondigram. Remember, that's a big exclusive information which we are getting. Our executive editor, Aishwarya Kapoor, is also breaking down all the details. What we are given to understand is that top BJP leaders will be contesting from high-stake seats like Diamond Harbour, Nondigram. Remember that yesterday, a long meetings took place there at the residences of JP Nadda, Amit Shah, and then later on the meeting took place there at BJP headquarters, where the Central Election Committee meeting took place, and it was chaired by PM Modi himself. A meeting yesterday started at around 7:20 p.m. and it went on till 11:30. A more than 3 hours meeting took place yesterday, and after that it has been decided, as per the sources, what we are given to understand is that the top BJP leaders will be fielded against the top faces of TMC also. Right. Remember that TMC is all set to announce.
With us, Piyush. We are also joined by Jai Prakash Majumdar, who's the BJP's Bengal spokesperson, on the phone line. Sir, we are getting in these exclusive inside details as to how post the CEC meeting that happened yesterday, that there will be all the top leaders of the BJP who will be fielded in the state of West Bengal. That includes Suvendu Adhikari, Dilip Ghosh and Mukul Roy.
No, you may got privileged information. I don't know about those things. We only know that there was meeting about deciding on the first 60 seats, comprising first two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. And the leader sat last night to decide upon the candidates, and ultimately Central BJP Parliamentary Board will decide on the candidates and finalize and announce. And we don't have such privileged information. But one thing for sure, that BJP will try to put best candidate in each of the seats. And we already know that is Suvendu Adhikari has opted for Nandigram, where Madam Mamata has decided to contest. So that will be, if that is so, then Suvendu versus Mamata will be a face-to-face contest in Nandigram. If Parliamentary Board of BJP decided upon that Nandigram seat for Suvendu. But about other states, I want to emphasize that Diamond Harbour Assembly seat, that is the MLA of Diamond Harbour Assembly seat, Deepak Haldar, the Trinamool Congress, erstwhile Trinamool Congress MLA, already joined BJP, expressing his discomfort and the way of Abhishek Banerjee working there. He has already resigned from Trinamool Congress and joined BJP. And he is a formidable person in that constituency, working for long years. And definitely he will have a chance to contest against Trinamool candidates from Diamond Harbour Assembly seat. But about other 7 seats inside Diamond Harbour Lok Sabha seat, Lok Sabha constituency, there are other 7 assembly seats, but we don't know about those things. But definitely, most suitable candidates will be fielded. But we don't have any information whether top state leaders will be put inside Diamond Harbour only. Because entire West Bengal, we are going to contest Trinamool Congress. I mean, neck to neck, right. Or we will put the best candidate, we will put our
Right.
best foot forward and we'll fight it fiercely.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Majumdar, for joining us here on Republic TV. And as he has stated that BJP will try to field all their best candidates ahead of the assembly elections in West Bengal. We'll wait and see when that official list come out. But before that, let's take a look at this official version coming in and reaction coming in from another BJP leader.
पे आए वैसे हम 220 पे भी जाएंगे। जनता का समर्थन है हमारे साथ, मोदी जी के नेतृत्व के प्रति विश्वास है लोगों को। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ही सोनार बंगला बना सकती है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ही मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में यहाँ पर सोनार बंगला बना सकती है। इस प्रकार का विश्वास जनता के बीच में है।
सर, मोदी जी की ये रैली जो है अब तक की सबसे बड़ी चुनावी रैली कही जा रही है। कहा जा रहा है कि कुछ लोग जो है ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, सौरव गांगुली भी पहुंच सकते हैं।
ये ज्वाइनिंग का कार्यक्रम नहीं है, यहाँ सबसे बड़ी सेलिब्रिटी मोदी जी होंगे और जनता, और मोदी जी और जनता के बीच में संवाद होगा।
क्या सौरव गांगुली पहुंचेंगे?
देखिए, मैंने बताया ना, सिर्फ प्रधानमंत्री पहुंचेंगे और प्रधानमंत्री की ही रैली है ये इस प्रकार की अफवाहें चलती रहती है और हमारी रैली सिर्फ प्रधानमंत्री जी।
सर, कल आप लोग दिल्ली गए थे, सीसी की बैठक हुई, किन अहम मुद्दों पर जो है बातचीत हुई और क्या किसी सीट पर अभी तक कोई कंफर्मेशन टिकट निकलकर सामने? क्योंकि शुभेंदु अधिकारी ममता बनर्जी के सामने चुनाव लड़ना चाहते हैं, दूसरी तरफ कहा जा रहा है कि बाबुल सुप्रियो भी भवानीपुर से ममता बनर्जी के सामने जो उतरना चाहते हैं।
देखिए, भवानीपुर तो अभी इस फेज में आया नहीं, इसलिए इस विषय में कोई चर्चा नहीं हुई है। हाँ, शुभेंदु जी ने इच्छा जरूर जाहिर की है कि मैं लड़ना चाहता हूँ ममता जी के खिलाफ, पर ये निर्णय करना हमारे केंद्रीय नेतृत्व का काम है।
सर, आज एक बार फिर से सीसी की बैठक होनी थी, लेकिन ऐसी क्या वजह रही कि वो कैंसिल कर दी गई?
अब ये तो वो बताएंगे, मैं कलकत्ता में बैठ के कैसे बता सकता।
आज टीएमसी की लिस्ट जारी की जाएगी और टीएमसी की तरफ से दरअसल ये कहा जा रहा है कि हम फ्राइडे को इसलिए लिस्ट जारी करें क्योंकि ममता बनर्जी के लिए फ्राइडे बहुत लकी है।
हाँ, उनके लिए हमेशा फ्राइडे, जुम्मे की नमाज ये हमेशा लकी रहती है।
एक और सवाल सर, क्योंकि 11 तारीख को ममता बनर्जी नॉमिनेशन फाइल करेंगे, उस दिन महाशिवरात्रि है। ये कहा जा रहा है कि श्री राम के जयकारा जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी लगातार लगाती है, उसके सामने महाशिवरात्रि को रखा जा रहा है ताकि भोले बाबा जो है उनका कुछ पार लगा सके।
देखिए, पाप का जब घड़ा भर जाता है ना, जब तो बेचारे भोले बाबा भी कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, इसलिए वो कोई सा भी दिन चुने उनकी हार सुनिश्चित है।
सर, एक और सवाल, नाना पटोले की अगर हम बात करें तो उन्होंने साफ तौर पर कहा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने टोल वसूलने का काम कर रही है राम मंदिर के नाम पर।
कौन है नाना पटोले, मैं जानता नहीं हूँ। अब क्यों इस प्रकार के बयान दे रहे हैं, उस बारे में कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करूँगा। वो इतने बड़े कोई नेता नहीं जिनके बारे में कोई टिप्पणी करूँ मैं।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर आपका। तो देखिए, साफ तौर पर कैलाश विजयवर्गीय का कहना था कि हम जो हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो है पूरी तरीके से बंगाल में जीत दर्ज करेगी। देखने वाली ये बात होगी कि 7 मार्च को रैली जो है कितनी बड़ी होने वाली है।